Morning everyone. Man, it's a little cold this morning out here. Got a little breeze going. It's around 40 to 45 degrees. Whew. Today I'm going to show you why it's hard for me to get videos done. I got to get all this out of my truck so I can put more stuff in the truck. Because I got to take that stuff and go somewhere and do that stuff. So I'm always busy and I just can't get videos made. So I'm going to show you why. Now that it's cold out, I got to take this up to the house up on the property up in Missouri. Last couple times I stayed there, I froze. So I got this propane heater here, 30,000 BTUs. I think it'll work. So I need to get that thing up there and get it installed and get it working. Well, I got me a couple blades for the chainsaw. Well, not really blades, I guess they're chains. Chainsaw, not a blade saw. Oh yeah, got a blower. It was free with the purchase of the heater, so hey, free is always good. Then I got the heater right here. I'm gonna take it, put it there. Now I gotta go buy a propane bottle.
1 hour later.
Well, I forgot. First order I needed to fix up here, this old house, is this water heater. Yes, I know, this looks really funny, but I have a reason for it. The pipes going to this house are not that very well insulated. And last year, before we bought it, they froze. So I had to replace a lot of them. And I don't want it to happen again. So I put these little valves right here. This here is on the cold water inlet. That one over there is the hot water outlet. So when it gets to be winter time, I can turn the water off to the house, open up the faucets and blow out any water that's in the hot lines. And then this one here is I can blow backwards out and clear the water coming out of this line. Then I have a drain hose hooked to the well pump that all the water can be blown back out of. That way I don't have to worry about them busting. Well, let's go get that propane heater installed. Well, I didn't get the heater installed how I wanted to because I left my drills at home. So I couldn't put the bracket on the wall to pick that thing up more. So I installed the feet on it and I'll live with that for now until I can bring drill up. This here does operate off of a 20-pound propane tank. That is what it is designed for. See, it's even on the box for the propane tank. I do have a fan for it. Only problem is it didn't come with any instructions. And so I don't know how this thing hooks up. So I'm going to have to go home and look that up. So now I'm going to have to gather up all my tools and go out and put them in my shop and get this place kind of cleaned up. Right here, my wife and I are measuring out for a shed that we bought. Well, it's bigger than a shed. It's actually a 12 by 24 wood framed metal building. I gotta have a place to put the golf cart and my lawnmower and some various tools up here. So we're just getting this all measured out, trying to see, hey, will it work right here or not? I think we got this figured out and we're gonna end up putting it right here. It'll be nice to have some storage for things up here instead of tucking them inside the little well tank house in my shop and everything. Give us more room. Well, good morning, everybody. It's the next day. Got all that heater and water heater stuff. We got that all fixed up there at the house. Didn't really show much installing that heater or putting it together because there wasn't that much to it. I mean, it's like
screw a hose into the bottom and then screw the end of the hose onto a propane tank. Nothing really hard or exciting about that. I really would have liked to get it mounted on the wall, but as you saw, I had it sitting on the floor. I'd like to have it raised up a little more. Well, when we left up there, something happened to my truck. This thing right here. The blower motor doesn't work on it. But it wasn't really hot and it wasn't really cold, so it wasn't no big deal. But it's starting to get cold here. It's 60 degrees right now. And windy. I guess you can probably hear that. Wind hitting over the microphone. But I went and got the part to fix this. It's called the blower motor resistor. I was thinking it was the switch that was bad. I took the dash apart of there in the front, pulled out the part, looked at it. Hey, everything looked good on it. So I thought, oh wow, maybe the blower motor's bad. So I got online, you know, Google is your friend. It's really my friend. I use it for everything. So I got looking into it, you know, how to test that motor. I figured you could hook a couple wires to it. But after seeing a couple videos, reading a couple articles, I was like, whoa, that's some wind right there. So I discovered that it's this blower motor resistor. All the symptoms I was having on my truck, this guy here in the video had the same problems in his truck, same year as my truck. And so I looked up that part online. I was like, hey, I can get that here in a couple days for this price. Then I searched my local auto parts store and I was like, oh wow, it's only like $2 or $3 more. So I went and bought that part. And today I'm gonna install that part on my truck. Wish me luck, because this part is located up under the dash. So the problem I'm having is this here, but it works today. See, the blower turned on, and I don't know what's going on with that. It works now that I want to fix the part. So now I have a dilemma. Do I replace that part or not? Because it didn't work yesterday. But from the videos I was watching, that was still a problem. They said some days it would work, some days it wouldn't. And the problem is when you need it to work, it doesn't work. And when you don't need it to work, it works. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that part. This here's the part that I'm going to replace it with. I got to go down there, take out the bottom of the dash to get to this thing, and then I'm going to put this new part in. Okay, here's what I got to deal with here. I got to take this black thing right here off. So there's a bolt here, there's a bolt right there, then there's one back over there. I got to get those out so I can bring this cover down, because the part is basically right behind this thing. Okay, I got this off here. Can't get it all the way off. There's a bolt way back there that's holding it on, but I don't need to get it, because the part that I need to get to is right there. Looks like it's going to take one of those little star bolts. So let me find the bolt for that. Let me see if I can't get that thing out of there. Looks like I got a couple, man, this is hard. Looks like I got a couple electrical connectors there I need to pull out. But let me get that part out of there. Okay, what it is, it's a T20 star bolt, or screw in this case. I got that one there out. Let me put it down here. But I got to get to the top. Drop my light. How am I going to get that top bolt out of there? It's above that thing. It's up in there. How am I going to get that out? Well, like Google is my friend, so is YouTube. I saw how some guy replaced his part on YouTube, and I know that I have to pull my glove box door down and out. So let me get that cleaned out. Man, it's amazing what you'll find in your glove box. If you're searching for something and you can't find it,
go to your vehicle and go through the glove box. Good gosh, there's a ton of crap in here. It's not gonna all go back in here. Okay, well, right now, there's a lever right here that you push up and it lets this thing down. And looky, right there is the top bolt to that resistor. So let me get all of that garbage out of there. Well, here's the old part. I don't know, hey, it looks kind of dirty in there. You know, okay. Let's look at the new part here. And there's the new one right there. Okay. Old, new. This one here does have a bent prong on it. I hope that doesn't bother it. But let's see. Let me turn this over. Yep, prongs look the same, all the connections and all that. Okay, well, let me get this one here put in. Okay, I got that top bolt put in there, got the plug-ins back on. So now, just gotta, look at that, close up the door to the glove department. Then I'll come under here and put that screw there back in, and this thing should be ready to go. Well, I got it all back in there and plugged in. Tested it out, blower motor, it turns on. So that was really easy. The part I hate doing when I do stuff like this is these under the dash covers, trying to get them back in place. Yeah, get these tiny screws in there. Wish me luck, because this will probably take longer than it took me to change out that part. But let's see if I can't get this back in. Okay, well, I finally got this thing put back in. Had a problem over here. As I was trying to put this up here, it kept grabbing on the insulation and some wires over here, and I had to like move them out of the way, bend this up. I finally got it up there and got the screws in there. Got the screw there and the screw down there. It's stuff like this that keeps me from making videos. Okay, got the blower on the truck fixed. Now I can have heat when it gets cold, and I can have cold when it's warm. Today it's actually kind of warm out. It's probably a little bit over 60 degrees. And there I've been saying when it gets cold, that's because we had about a week of cold here. Well, you know, I was thinking, if I get that done on the truck, you know, I can start to make a video or something, but nope. Like a lot of people out there, my wife and I, we sleep with a fan. And this one's getting kind of dirty and everything, and then let's see if it'll do it. Hear that squeaking noise? You can't sleep when a fan's making all that racket. So I'm going to take the front off this fan, get my air hose, blow it all out, make sure nothing's loose in there. You know, put a little oil on there, see if I can't silence this thing up a little bit. First order is to unplug it. Don't need that thing to get turned on and cut my fingers off. So first things first on here is we need to take all these little screws out right here. And there's a bunch of them. Let me get a thing here to take this roll of double-sided tape right here that I've been trying to use. Maybe in a video, but I can't get a video made. But I'll put the screws in here on the workbench. That way, sorry for the interruption there. Dadgum compressor. Well, while I was going, I thought, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and take these screws out so I'm not boring you with all that. Okay, there's the top right there. Well, shaft doesn't seem loose. Got some, looks like some hair here. I don't know whose hair that would be. Okay, let me see if I can pull this fan blade off here. Wow. Let's go ahead and blow this off.
we have dogs. So of course we're going to have hair. And when you have hair and a fan, it collects the hair and the dust. Okay, we got that there cleaned. Let me blow this here out and get it done. Get it blown off real good. Here, I'm going to try wiping this a little bit. Okay, let's look here. Oh, that motor is tight. Let me blow it out here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil down in there. Let it soak in there. And let's plug this in. Plug it in and let's see what it sounds like when I run this thing. Oh, that's smooth. Now let's put this top back on. Try to line. Let me get a screw here. Just try to get a couple screws in here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's get this blade put back on there. Where's that flat edge? Right there. Get it anchored down on there. We got the blade on there. Okay, now let's get this here put on. Set that on there. Make sure, yep, Black & Decker lines up. Got one screw in there. Let's get another one down here. Be glad I'm not showing you me putting all these screws in here. That would really be boring. Spared you all the boringness of tightening these screws all up, but they're all done now. Let's plug it in and see what it sounds like. Please don't squeak. Nice and quiet. Well, now you see why I have a hard time making videos. Well, this video was pretty much just kind of a play video. I made a video of showing you why I don't make videos. Doesn't really make sense, does it? What you don't see behind the scenes is me resting a lot, sitting a lot, but I get by. It's just things take me longer to get done. I do have some things that I'm working on. Haven't really been making any video of them, but I'll try to show you these projects, you know, maybe in the middle and as I get them done. I do have another video coming from up at the house in Missouri. I hope you enjoy that one when I get it done. But for now, I need to do some more work to the table I'm making for my wife. I need to get this shop right here cleaned up. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. But once I get that shed put in up there in Missouri, I'll be able to get my regular riding lawnmower up there, so it'll be out of the way. The golf cart will be out of the way because I'm taking it up there. And I can put my zero turn in my other shed that I have here. Then I'll have more room in my shop to get moving around and everything. So that'll make life in here a lot easier. Well, hey everyone, thanks for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving that's coming up. Enjoy it with your family. And just be thankful for what you have. Well, until next time, see ya!